So I think your list of what we can do to build a culture that supports curiosity is a fantastic list. And I think it may be very helpful to people who are still teaching in coercive schools, because all of those things are still possible. I wonder if you have any other elements you might add to that list, especially for those people who don't get to teach in an environment of SDE. That's question number one. The question number two is, would you by any chance be offering any classes, experiences, groups for people in that context to learn about facilitating?
Now, that's a really interesting question. I haven't thought about offering groups for people who are still in conventional positions, but I probably should, because I think it's time. I want to close by telling you a quick inspirational story that's just happened now. So somebody bought my book, the How SDE Works and Why, which is just still on ebook, and he sent it to his sister, who is a high school teacher who is very frustrated. And she read the book, at first swearing about me, apparently, because she was like, now I won't be able to just tolerate this environment anymore. But then she started thinking about how to do this. And she has a teen boy in her classes who is hugely disruptive. And she decided to stop trying to control him and start trying to engage with him. So she had some empathic conversations with him. And she found out what his problem is that he thinks the curriculum is really stupid, a waste of his time, totally boring, and he hates being forced to be there. So she said, well, what would you study if you could? And he was like, well, I want to design drones. I'd like to learn about robotics, coding, drone design, aerodynamics. And she was like, okay. She went and she looked what she could find online, courses that she felt were within his level of aptitude, because she found out that he actually was pretty good at maths. And she spoke to him and she said, look, how would it be for you if we can persuade everybody to let you do this? And he was like, yes. So she first called in the parents and she said to them, look, your son is going to flunk and fail out, and he's disruptive, and he's probably going to get expelled soon, but he's really keen to do this. I'd be happy for him to have a computer in the corner of the room doing these courses, and I would help him with the difficult bits if you guys give consent and you can persuade the principal. The parents went to the principal. The principal was like, oh, please God, this boy stops being such a problem. And this kid is now sitting in the back of the classroom with a computer studying his own stuff. So, may that, hallelujah, more of that. Yeah. So since that was recorded, I've been taking a careful look at my course outlines, and I've decided that Sid is so right. It is time. Very next course that I'm going to run is going to start on the 1st of August, 2021. It's going to be a Sunday at 6 p.m. South African time, which is 12 noon Eastern time in the US and 4 p.m. in UCT. So this course is going to be looking at, if you are intrigued by SDE, if you are inspired, you want to do this, but you don't know how to get there from where you are now. How can you start taking the steps in the direction that you want to go? This is going to be for you. It's going to run for 3 months. It's going to have calls on Sundays. It's going to be supported by other links and exercises and readings that you can do in between. Lots of live interaction, lots of real troubleshooting, and really tackling your own personal questions around how you want to do this and how you can go about it. I'm going to be doing a free info session the night before on Saturday, the 31st of July at the same time. But I'll also be sending out information on email in advance. So the best thing to do is to sign up using the link down in the description. Sign up for the mailing list. Let me know that you're interested in this specifically. I'll make sure you get all the info for the last minute free event, and then also for the course sign up in case you don't want to leave it until the last minute. My free events, I always make sure to include lots of useful information in the event itself, but it will also help you decide, make that final decision if you're not quite sure whether this course is going to be for you. So I'm really looking forward to seeing you there. Let's open the way to the beautiful educational world that our hearts know is possible.